Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about what are the responsibility of a Node.js developer. So basically we are going to discuss about the major roles of a Node.js developer. So if you want to be a Node.js developer or a backend developer, so you can watch this video because it's going to be a quite informative, right? So what are the basic responsibilities of a Node.js developer? So suppose that I'm a Node.js developer. Okay, I'm working for a company. So what are my roles? So basically in my day-to-day life, what I have to do. Okay, so those are the things I'm going to explain here completely. So Node.js developer responsibilities. So first one, I have point out some roles here. So in this sheet, so let's go for it. Okay, so a Node.js developer who is a backend developer. Okay, so a Node.js developer has role or responsibility of developing and managing all server-side network components. So if you are a backend developer, Node.js developer, so you have to manage all the server-side component. Okay, in the sense component in the sense whatever running in the server in the backend. So you have to manage those. So how you can manage? Suppose that you have created an API, so that API should be work properly, right? So because this is under server side technology, so you have to create APIs. You have to check the API is working or not. Okay, and the required data is coming from the API or not. Okay, the response is correct or not, and what are the parameter we are providing with the API. So those are the things with server side component. So component means API it's saying, and other things are also there, but right now you can suppose that a component means API. Okay, so developing and maintaining, so we have to develop APIs and UI as well, and we have to render the page. Okay, so we have to take care of the APIs and maintaining all server side code. Okay, so ensuring optimal performance of central database. So as a backend developer you have to work with database as well. So yeah, suppose that I'm working with MongoDB. So some people are there, they are working with Oracle SQL. Okay, so you have to work with SQL or MongoDB, whatever database. Okay, so as a backend developer, as a Node.js developer, we have to ensure that the database perform optimally. Okay, so optimal performance should be there from the database side, and the responsiveness to front end requests. So yeah, when front end developer when we are providing APIs to front end developer, they are hitting the API. So the API should responsive. Okay, so means responsive means it should be faster, and yeah, so as soon as the API hits, it should respond, right? So that's the thing responsiveness means. So the third point is collaborating with front-end developer on the integration of element. It means, guys, we are creating APIs and we are provide those APIs to front-end developer. So front-end developer sometimes have doubt that how we can integrate those APIs. Okay, so what are the parameter, what are the params, what are the headers? Okay, what are the authentication, for authentication, what are the token we have to pass. So in that case we have to collaborate with front-end developer. So this is the point actually, we have to collaborate sometimes with, not sometimes, maximum times with the front-end developer to help them to get rid from stock. Okay, so this is the thing. And designing customer facing UI, we don't have to design any customer facing UI. This is the point, meaningless. We just working with logic part, so we don't have to design any part. Okay, backend service for various business process. Okay, so various business process we are handling the backend service. Okay, to creating the logic. Okay, to write the logic and to create APIs to maintain logical things, we are doing that. Our part is that actually. So developing high performance application, we have to develop high performance application. How, guys? An application will be higher performance performer when your API is working fine or faster. So if your API is working faster, your application will be faster. So it's totally depends on API. So your API should be faster, right? So that's why developing high performance application is under the Node.js developer. It's one of the major responsibility under the Node developer. Okay, so yeah, developing a high performance application by writing testable, reusable and efficient code. We have to write efficient code, reusable code, and we have to test that code. So testable, reusable and efficient code we have to write. So these are the basic roles of Node.js developer. Okay, implementing effective security protocol, data protection, measure and storage solution. So we have to implement actually security protocol. So some security breaches are there in application, so we have to make sure that there shouldn't be any security breach, right? So we have to provide security from backend only. So data protection measures. So data protection means suppose that we have your passwords, right? So password is your data. So how can I store this into the database? So the password should be in encrypted format, right? So that's the thing, we have to protect your data because it's your user data too. So we shouldn't know about we shouldn't keep the password as it is. We should have to encrypt those passwords, then we have to store in database. So this is the thing. And storage solution means we are working with MongoDB, right? So at this time MongoDB is storing your data, so we have to store the data in efficient way, and some there shouldn't be any duplicacy, right? So suppose that table A and table B containing the same data, so it's useless and duplication is there. So we have to reduce the redundancy, reduce the duplicacy. So storage solution is one of them. Okay, so it's also the role of developer, backend developer. So running diagnostic test, we have to test the application APIs. Okay, repairing defect, sometime defects are coming. Okay, so from client end they are reporting some issues, some bugs, so we have to resolve them actually. And providing technical support, we have to provide technical support to other team member or client as well. So yeah, documenting Node.js process, sometimes we have to document the Node.js process. Yeah, it's not mandatory actually, but yeah, sometimes we have to, when you are working for a good company, you have to document your processes. So yeah, that's the thing. Include database schema. So yeah, we have to create database schema. Okay, to work with database we have to create schemas. So for that we have to provide document to the database developer. Okay, so that they can create the schema, or we can create on self and provide it to our manager that I'm going to create this schema. So for the documentation portion is there. Okay, as we are preparing, okay, as well as preparing reports, so we have to prepare the report as well. Recommending and implementing improvement to process and technologies. So we have to, with the time, technologies are many technologies are coming, and softwares are getting updated day by day, right? So we have to update ourselves. Okay, and we have to improve ourselves day by day. So whatever new technology is coming, whatever new features is coming with Node.js backend technology, so we have to learn them, and whatever the recommended changes coming, we have to learn them, and we have to modify, we have to apply them on our project. So that's the thing. And keeping informed of advanced achievement in the field of Node.js development, so we have to keep up to date actually. So according to the technical update, we have to update our code as well. Sometimes some packages are deprecated, something is stop working in the project, so in that case we have to update the code there. So this is the thing, we have to keep informed. So in future if something has to come, or something has to deprecate it, so we have to come with the solution, we have to implement the solution, and we have to find the alternate things, right? So guys, to be a Node.js developer you need a degree only, bachelor's degree. Okay, which can be a computer science or information technology or any other field as well. So at least 2 years of experience in Node.js. So you don't actually as if less than 2 years of experience, everyone saying that those are fresher. Okay, if you have less than 2 years of experience, you are identifying, they will you will call me as fresher. So you should have experience of minimum 2 years, so that you will called as a backend developer. Extensive knowledge of JavaScript, yeah, you have to gain JavaScript knowledge. Okay, libraries and frameworks, so that you can be a backend developer easily. So JavaScript is mandatory in this, in the case of Node.js, because Node.js completely work with in JavaScript, right? So JavaScript is the very core. Okay, so if you want to be a backend developer, you have to learn JavaScript. Knowledge of front-end technologies such as HTML5 and CSS. So yeah, HTML you should learn. Okay, HTML is very easy to learn, you can finish HTML learning within one day, but you don't have to learn CSS much, because I don't prefer to learn CSS, but a slight knowledge of CSS should be there. Okay, the basic knowledge, not much, but HTML is most commonly used with the backend development, so you should work with HTML. Okay, communication skills should be there. Okay, collaboration skills should be there, and exceptional analytics, problem solving aptitude, you should have problem solving aptitude, right? Great organizational and time management skills. So yeah, you should have time management skills. And availability to resolve urgent web applications issue. So sometimes we don't have much time to resolve the issues, so that time you have to do smart work, and you should have ability to resolve urgent issues, right? So these are the thing. If you want to be a Node.js developer, you can watch this video and you can understand what are the roles and responsibility of a backend developer. So if you want to be a Node.js developer, you should you can get ideas that in future what will be your work. Okay, so some of the points are invalid here, and those are not applicable also. So yeah, that's why I skip those part, but maximum of them are actually you have to use your brain as much as your logic should be stronger. Okay, so yeah, that's all about backend developer. So thank you guys.